Yeah. And this is why I'm usually laughing when I start these videos. Well, hi everyone. This is Waldorf.
And this is Statler.
Battle Report 31. This is my first game at Grail Quest. This Grail Quest was, if you saw the video of our Grail Quest review, Grail Quest was in Durham, North Carolina, over the weekend of December 2nd, 3rd, I think. So, anyway, this is game one from there versus Highborn Elves.
Or known as the three balls.
Is that what makes elves special?
They have three balls.
It gives them supernatural reflex.
Highborn elves only have three balls.
Only Highborn elves.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right. I was not aware of that.
You'd think they'd be more prolific.
Yes, they would.
Yeah.
So, game one. These 5 standard bonus points are in every game. Kill the enemy general, you get an extra bonus point. Remain unbroken. Control more table quarters. At least 1 scoring unit in the enemy deployment zone at the end of the game. And no enemy scoring units in your deployment zone at the end of the game.
Okay, it's a lot to remember.
But this is, at least these are for every single game.
Okay.
So that's standard. For this game, a couple minor things. An extra 200 points. If this was a really odd one. For a unit that kills the enemy general or BSB and ends the game in the opponent's deployment zone. So,
okay.
Yeah, anyway. And another 200 if you kill the enemy general BSB with your general.
Okay.
So, kind of hard points to get, but
yeah,
and they're fairly minor.
I'll gladly pay you on Tuesday for a hamburger today.
That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
So, in the end, this was my list. This is what I took to the tournament after playing around and messing around with the list for a long time. So it's Orc War Boss on a boar, common Orc War Boss on a boar, shield, Sword of Strength, Talisman of Supreme Shielding, Potion of Swiftness, and the Plates of Tuck Tech to give me Toughness 6 and D3 Impact.
Yep, I like the Toughness 6.
Which is kind of nice. The Toughness 6 is good. I'm kind of happy with this build with him. Again, the only problem is 4 attacks, and you fluff those, and you're in trouble.
Yeah, why do you go with Sword of Strength?
To give him the strength 6 after the first round.
Right.
That's the big thing. And I couldn't. The Ogre Blade would no longer fit.
Sure, with the other items.
Right. I like the Ogre Blade a lot, but
I'm a big fan of the Ogre Blade.
Anyway, but strength 6, strength 7 on the first round
Yeah,
is
yeah.
still really good. Anyway, Goblin King on a Gargantula. He's got the Flesh Render, the Lucky Shield, and the Cursed Icon. Protect that one a little bit. Goblin Chief on a BSB with Wolf, Armor of Fortune.
He's riding a BSB.
He is. He's riding a BSB.
On a BSB.
And he's carrying a wolf.
Must have been those balls he saw on the other side.
Made him jealous.
Yeah.
He's got the Armor of Fortune. That's the heavy armor, 5 upward.
Yep.
A Hero Sword. Fantastic for this guy.
For that guy, yeah.
Yeah. 4 attacks at strength 5.
Yes.
And a shield. Brings him down to a 2-up armor. And really fast, maneuverable.
Right.
Fun guy. Another Goblin Chief on a wolf at light armor, hardened shield. Hardened shield brings his initiative down to 1.
Yeah.
It's kind of scary. He's got a lance, so he hit you on strength 6, but initiative 1.
I wonder how many people take the hardened shield now that they dropped the initiative effect on it.
I don't know. I took it in this guy. This guy's only in the army. He was not in the army until late. I needed to fit in the Crown of Scorn somewhere.
Right.
So he's there with the Crown of Scorn.
Okay.
And a shield. So I needed somebody to carry the Crown of Scorn, and I didn't want it to be one of these guys.
Yeah. You might as well just give him a great weapon. I guess hardened shield wouldn't help you then. Yeah.
Correct. Well, it would against shooting, I guess. But
yeah.
Anyway. Anyway. Then I have 2 Cave Goblin Chiefs on Cave Gnashers.
Yep.
Shields and Lances.
Wunderbar.
12 Common Orc Boar Riders, full command, lance, shield, and they have the Ether icon.
I don't see it written here.
It's not.
So you just kind of picked who had it during the game.
I did.
Okay.
I did. I have 3 units of 7 Common Boar Riders.
7's a good number.
7, I like 7. It's good. They're good. It's a maneuverable, and it's the minimum I need for my core.
There you go.
So this fills out my core with the four mobile units.
I bet you don't. People were surprised to see all your boar boys on the table.
Everyone was surprised to see Boar Boys.
Yeah.
everyone.
Much less to see orc and goblins, but to see a mobile
Correct.
goblin, I think people are surprised.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was amazing. One of the Orc and Goblin, the other well-known guy there that plays Orcs and Goblins all the time, came up to me after game 4 when I was on table 2 and said, "How are you up here with Orcs and Goblins? And why do you have boar riders?"
Yeah.
So anyway, just a funny comment. Anyway, 2 units of Forest Goblin Raiders. I've dropped the musician off of them, shaving points, and the musician's not what he used to be.
Yeah.
Without helping these guys rally. The big thing was to let them rally and continue to move on
Right.
a 7 if they voluntarily fled. But anyway, so I've dropped the musician based on that. 2 units of 2 Grotlings, another Gargantula, 6 Gnashers, and a Jabberwock. This is the
Jabberwock.
tournament. If you saw the intro video, they allow you to take a monster from any other
One
book.
monster from any other book.
And my choice was a Jabberwock
And
because
you-
I thought it would work well getting near something one of the spiders was fighting.
Right. To give you the -2.
The -2 to their leadership.
Right.
That was my idea. I don't know if it was my idea, but that was the idea.
That's it.
So moving on. I don't have a list for the first gentleman's High Elf Army, but he's got a big unit of the
Knights of Rima.
Knights of Rima. They do not have the banner that gives them +1 strength.
It's not that big. It's just 7, right?
Yeah, it just looks
Yes,
big, all
yes.
spread out like that.
Yeah, it's a normal.
Scary. Anyway, Reaper, whatever the
A magic bolt thrower.
magic bolt thrower because it has no
Has
crew
no crew.
required. These are the Queen's Guard,
Yeah.
and he's got his level 4 mage general in there.
Yep. Fantastic unit.
These are the these guys have the Strider banner actually.
Okay.
That's what he gave them this time.
That's good because they have to go over a cliff, it looks like.
He's got to go over this major cliff. That's, I got to tell you, one thing that I am becoming less and less fond of down at these tournaments in North Carolina is the terrain
Yeah.
is getting worse and worse every time I go. Anyway, and this tournament was very strange. This tournament had, in general, 5 pieces of terrain, 2 woods, 2 hills, and something usually on it. Anyway, fairly sparse. Anyway, unit of the Queen's Guard.
We said that already.
10 of them with the big guy.
You're old.
I'm
You're repeating yourself
myself.
again.
Sorry. Here's where I was going with it. The Sword Masters. He's got 21 Sword Masters. They have the banner that gives them +1 strength on the charge.
Oh, okay.
So
That's a good choice.
These guys are strength 6, which has my spiders terrified.
Yeah.
Because they have a lot of attacks at strength 6.
Yep. Hitting on 2s.
That's not good. I only hit on 3s because they're great weapon.
Oh, yes.
Anyway, 2 of the Sacrificial Eagles.
Yes. Two,
Another bolt thrower.
2 bases of breast meat.
Yes. Big unit of spearmen. And
Just regular spearmen. Not
regular spearmen.
Okay.
And these are white lions.
Hence the white lion
Hence the white lion there,
with the orange mane.
trying to grab another one of them.
Kind of looks Oompa Loompa-ish.
And another bolt thrower. What you don't see here is...
Sorry.
What you don't see here, you'll see later, it's a unit of either 16 or 20, I'm not sure which, of the Sea Guard that are ambushing.
Ah, okay. So he did have some.
So he did. Oh, you know what was not on my list? 2 Manglers.
Oh.
Sorry, 2
wrecking teams.
wrecking team, Nasher wrecking teams. I left those off my list, didn't
You
I?
left your banner off.
At the last minute, I decided to replace my giant with these guys.
Did you decide the last minute right before the game? So you
Yes, based on my opponent.
both on your opponent. Yeah.
Based on my opponent.
That's
So
the best way to play tournaments.
anyway, so first turn. This is my Vanguard.
Sorry. So the green things are treeless woods.
Treeless woods.
So it's fungus. So you've got goblins. It's okay.
And
2 walls.
2 walls and 2
large hexagonal hills
hexagonal hills.
with a piece.
These are
It
those
looks
old.
like somebody ate it. Took a bite out of that one.
Well, this big my
Jabberwock was hungry.
Just took a big chunk out of this.
Decided to have some styrofoam.
There's one out of this one too
Yeah.
as well. But these are the old. I don't know if you remember the old geohex terrain.
Doesn't look like GeoX
Yeah,
terrain
it's
to me.
thick. They had the 2-inch thick.
Oh
versions
yeah,
of
yeah.
it.
Because I got boxes of that stuff I got to sell.
Yeah, I got rid of all mine. Anyway, so After movement and Vanguard, I did this. These guys are up here. This will protect to help them from shooting from here and here. It's not going to help him a bit against these guys, but I don't think he's going to charge me there. Why? Why would he bother?
So why you have those guys stacked up behind one another?
Okay, this is a line of two, and a line of two, they're Conga. They're both Conga.
You're doing Conga.
Conga.
You're doing Conga.
The reason...
I think I'm going to have to stop this channel.
The reason for this is I want three things to be able to charge here.
Sure.
Since I know he's going to go first.
Yep.
I want three things
like
to be able to
one
charge
of them
here.
left.
And I would like for one of them to make it.
Yep.
Would be my idea.
And
Anyway,
you have your Nashers down here.
Nashers down here.
One
and the
unit of
rest
War
of
Boys on the left with the two wrecking teams on the flanks, just to mess with them. And then...
Well, when he put these guys here, I dropped my two two Nashers here to deal with them.
Yeah.
And with these guys here, hopefully it'll give him a rough time getting out here. And anyway.
And all your other guys are
All my other guys are
hanging out in the corner, worried
And-
about an ambush coming.
worrying about not just an ambush. They don't want to get shot up by these.
Yeah.
I'm fairly vulnerable to these.
Trying to
things.
use the hill.
Trying to use the hill to protect my guys, my other guys as much.
You know, styrofoam
like
doesn't
this
stop
guy.
a bolt thrower.
Apparently it does.
Yeah.
You are wrong, sir. Well, he did this, which surprised me.
Okay.
But I'm okay because that brings him close to my wrecking teams. So I'm okay with that. Other than that, that was it. There's my other corner, by the way. That's all my stuff in the corner. They're packed in there tight. So charge me here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them.
I like all these old school models he's got.
So he moved up here with the white lions. Oh, sorry, there was a building over here too.
What they
Missed
call
that.
Lion Guard or
The Lion Guard.
I can't remember what they call it anymore.
And he does, moves around here to try to protect these things as best he can. Looking like that. His mage on 2 dice miscasts on the first turn and kills off, puts a wound on himself and 3 wounds on the unit.
Yeah.
Very fortunate for me.
Yeah, those are expensive models.
But
Why is there only one Nasher?
because he shot him.
Didn't
He shot him with the bolt
you
thrower.
have 6 before?
I did. Now there's 1. Is that okay with you? Over here, he shot up these guys. They head out of town. Not happy. They smashed him, and surprisingly, he overran, which brings him even closer to the Nashers.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I guess he's hoping you wouldn't make it.
but he's got the Strider banner, and
Yeah,
that's
he doesn't care about the terrain or anything.
he doesn't care about the terrain.
Probably wants to get on your flank, but
And he did roll fairly low too,
yeah,
as you can see.
yeah.
But the spider got away. So, moving on, we both declared charges on the bolt thrower, trying to get through. Actually, you know what? Sorry, they both declared charges on the eagle. The eagle was closer, and if I'm here, if I corner to corner him, I can overrun into the bolt thrower,
which
is what I was looking at.
that's what you want to do anyway.
But of course, after measuring, they both failed.
Okay.
My wrecking team heads towards them, and this is
Missed it by that much.
correct. Not happy at all with that result. Rest of the guys, come forward a little bit, playing around with this hill. This building. You can see my spot. You can see both these have failed horribly. These guys have rallied, which is good. Over here, things just start stack. I stacked this guy up here, so he can't get away from the wrecking team. He shot the other wrecking team off.
I was going to ask you what happened to the other one.
Yeah. So he's there. He goes ahead and charges it because he's really got no choice at this point.
Yep.
Over here, the white lions charge into the grotlings. Yeah, that's going to go well. Everybody else is just getting in position over here. The sword masters are coming up. This guy rode over here, flew over here, and just sitting there. He didn't attack me. He's not that crazy.
So he can railroad you or something?
I don't know if he's trying. I'm not real sure what he's trying to do with this guy at this point. I didn't ask him. I wasn't sure what he was trying with this. You can see the boar boys have moved up over here on the far left.
Sneaking past.
He's sneaking past the big scary thing.
Yeah.
He eliminated. Oh, sorry. He charged the unit of Grotlings.
Yep.
Right? Yep, that's the front one. And he shoots up these guys, but only kills one, which is fortunate for me.
Yeah, toughness 4 makes a difference.
Toughness 4 and a 5-up save from those. Of course, he crushed through this guy.
I'm shocked.
The
panicked and
spider panicked and ran. Moving on, he eliminates the unit of Grotlings, plows into the next one.
I'm shocked.
Yeah. He shot up 2 more of the Spider Riders, but they made their panic check this time. And this guy goes through and only kills 3 of them. Extremely disappointed in his performance.
Yeah.
So, anyway, oh, wow.
How do we get the spider all the way up there?
The spider, where did it come from?
It was
Spider
on the hill
here.
last time I saw.
Spider here, I declared the Wa this turn.
Okay.
And the spider here, with his 8-inch move, charged this unit.
Okay. The spearman.
The spearman. And somehow I missed getting a picture of that combat.
Okay. You were so happy.
But I was so thrilled with it.
You were so busy yelling warg that you...
I was yelling warg and thrilled,
Yeah.
and he blew right through it and got out to here.
Wow.
The bad news to this, for me at least, was the spider was here, and I was expecting him to stay here,
Yes.
blocking my BSB.
Yes.
But now my BSB is floating out there by himself.
Oh, how bad could that go?
Oh, I don't think it'll be that bad, will it? So that's kind of what it looks like now. So not good for me. But it was great that this guy got through that big block.
Yeah.
And down here, there's his
Sea
ambushes
Guard
have shown up.
Yep.
And they shown up. They They walked on, and they shot up my other cave goblin hero. He was floating back here. They are the Sea Guard. They marched on. They came on and just destroyed him.
Yeah.
Then we move on to turn 3. There's the corner of him sitting back here, dead.
Yes.
Bottom right. So, Swordmasters declare a charge on the Boar Boys, the unit of 6 Boar Boys. They want no part of that. They leave. I flee from that. He redirected. He charged first into this guy, sorry, and I fled. He redirected into these guys, which was okay with me.
Yeah, because it probably saved your...
Yeah.
It could have. We'll see how it goes.
He redirected down here into my Boar Boys, and they fled. I got him stuck in the middle. His spear block is 20 of them charged into my Boar Boys, who turned to face him at least. There we go with that. And his White Lions, as you can see, moved up here on the right. They're just getting in my Boar Boy's face.
Right.
Because, they got nothing to worry about. That's a lot of strength 6 attacks from this unit.
Right.
I mean, there's, 6 wide, 3 deep. There's only 18 of them, but...
Yeah, they go first.
They go first. That's the scary thing. But I got my Jabberwock here, Boar Boys here, and Spider
And a
here.
large spider.
So...
That's still a good number.
And, which I also don't have a picture of, the Boar Boys have charged and eliminated the bolt thrower on the hill.
Okay.
Overran down to here.
And I'm parked in front of the Queen's
But
Guard.
didn't quite make it to the Queen's Guard.
Yeah.
Missed it by about 2 inches. But it was a long overrun anyway. And there's the spider after he overran. From there's in position. So that's kind of what it's looking like. So my turn. Oh, sorry. And then his turn, he just gets off. Know thy enemy, guiding light, stars align.
So he's playing divination.
He definitely doesn't. Yeah.
Nice to know that on turn 4.
Isn't it? It's the first significant spell casting he's gotten off this whole game. So, like I said, doesn't want these to die to the Boar Boys.
Right.
So he's really working hard at it. These guys have crushed my boars, overran, chased them down. Yeah. I did kill 3. Got that going for me, right?
There you go.
All right. So, that's what's overall what it looks like. So I'm thinking... even though it doesn't look like it, I had him check this, and this spider is in their flank.
Oh, he's in the...
In the White Lion's flank.
Oh, okay.
Remember, White Lions, though, do multiple wounds to big stuff.
The monsters, yeah.
So, I'm looking at this, and I'm like, okay, this guy in the flank, these guys in the front, this guy in the flank.
Right.
He's got 6 attacks. Maybe one will miss. And, I'm sorry, he's got 3 attacks. 3 attacks, maybe one will miss, and this thing can live.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm hoping. And if they does live, that's 2 thunder stomps and a bunch of attacks into this
Right.
unit. And that'll put a real serious hurting on it. So that's my thought. So, moving on, the Boar Riders charge into this unit. And, of course, they're too close to be standing shot at.
Yep.
So,
That's why I wouldn't check.
helpful. So, the Spider charged this White Lions,
Uh-huh.
and they fled. I mean, they failed their panic. They failed their fear
Terror
test.
check.
Their terror, whatever.
Yeah.
Terror check. So, so then
Well, I guess they were minus because of the Jabberwock. Or is it,
they weren't. Jabberwock
was it
wasn't
close enough? Oh, okay. Just bad luck there.
So, and actually,
It's
they
like 40%.
They fled before. I mean, they're only leadership 8,
Yeah, so it's about 40% that they're going to fail.
and there's
so.
no BSB around.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's
they
tough.
fled. Actually, sorry, the BSB I think was in that unit,
Okay. Yeah,
so they had a re-rollable 8 and failed it.
because they would have been stubborn.
But
yeah.
it was still an 8. So they fled from there. So the Spider redirected into the flank of the swordsmen, swordmasters. Instead of using the whole unit, my guy with the Crown of Scorn and the lance charged out and pushed the. Because when the White Lions fled from the Spider, they ended up right about here.
Right.
So this guy charged them and pushed them back down to about here,
Mm-hmm.
which happened to be less than 18 away from him. The Cave Nasher guy, who charged him and pushed him off the
Off
board.
the table. Okay.
So the triple charge got him off the table
Yeah,
for me.
the trifecta.
It was thrilling. that was a turn that went well.
Yeah, I would say so.
So again, the Spider redirects into the flank here. After this guy charges out, this unit's just going to be free to move. And Jabberwock's still free. So the Spider makes it into their flank,
Looks like you charged the other one into the.
which is a good
Bolt
spot. The other one back here went into the bolt thrower, so I can eliminate the bolt thrower and get into the back of them. That's what I was looking for. My Nasher wrecking team down here in the
Just
bottom left is just
swirling around in the corner.
wandering around, having a good time here in the corner.
And your face is Knights of Rima.
And I've turned my Boar Riders to face the Knights of Rima. It's only 4 of them.
Yeah.
Still not going to go well for me, is it?
It's fine as long as they don't attack you.
And over here, the Spider Rider has moved around and got to within an inch of this thing and shooting at it.
Yeah.
It was here on the other side of this guy.
Right, yeah. No point in charging it.
Right. Yeah, I can't charge the eagle. The eagle will crush me.
Yeah, I mean the bolt thrower.
Oh, well, I couldn't get to it.
Oh, he was blocked.
He
Okay.
was blocked from the eagle.
Even then, he's got 2 attacks and hitting on 2s. And,
Yeah, I would have tried it.
yeah.
So over here, we come in, we eliminate a couple of them. He kills one of me, but I win the combat. He sticks. Over here, the Spider has done an awesome job and eliminated the bolt thrower and overran about 3 inches.
Yeah, so he just wanted to eat some more bolt.
Yeah.
He'd pick his teeth or something.
The Spider here that charged into the flank of these guys and managed to peel off a rank.
Yeah.
But that's not enough. It's not enough.
That's 7 of them.
It's 7.
There's only 14 left. It's only 21 attacks.
It is. They're down to string 5 now, though,
Yeah.
because they only string 6 on the charge. So anyway, they only hit me on 3s too. So anyway, so that's how that looks. Over here, we moved around. This is where this guy charged to. You can see the Boar Riders. Because this guy rolled a miserable charge distance, he was in their way, and they had to do a reform and move because they couldn't get past him.
Yeah. That's what you get for only sending him.
Anyway. Turn 4. He's turning to face me. These guys, what's going on? There's the overall picture. These guys charged in here. I don't have the room to run away from them, so I'll stay and fight them.
Yeah.
Over here, his eagle comes up to chaff me.
Yeah.
Which kind of makes sense.
And brings the spearman up behind you so he can get a rear charge on you.
Yep. It's looking bad. Gets the guiding light and the stars align again off on these guys.
Yep.
Just keep piling it
Guiding
on, trying to survive.
Is the attribute, so
And the attributes helping him as well.
that's the guiding light is the
But
attribute.
the downside of this whole thing, of course, is the way he played this army. is his mage wasn't in a position to do the bubbles versions of
Right,
the
because
spells.
he's so spread out. Yeah.
Because he got so spread out. So I wasn't real sure what was going on there. Meanwhile, over here, that's what it was looking like. He shoots this guy, puts a wound on him. These Sea Guard.
Right.
Surprisingly, they managed to kill them all
I'm shocked.
and not take a wound.
Yeah. Well,
I don't think I had any left to swing.
Yeah.
That's true. I've killed a bunch more, and this time they broke.
Yeah. Killed 8 more.
I chose not to pursue them because of this.
Yeah.
So I didn't pursue them, and I turned this way.
How many wounds do you have on your spider? Do you know?
I think it's 3. It's
Okay.
not very many.
Mm.
Actually, that might be a 4. Anyway, so he turns down here to face these guys. Over here, what's going on? This was his turn. And we go into my turn, and I charge him and make it. Dunk. Over here, the boar's big boar unit, still a slight bit of overkill. Charged into this eagle,
Yeah. Just to get the heck out of there.
but he was in my way.
Yeah.
This guy got tired of being shot up by these guys who ran and hid behind the
By the
building,
buildings,
as well as
Your character. Yeah.
that's my other character. My spider rider moved away, and the Jabberwock moved over to take care of the bolt thrower.
Did he charge in? Or?
Charged it.
Okay.
This spider made it into combat finally.
Because the boars can't handle those archers.
What else I got to? And I didn't want to take a chance.
Yeah. No, I mean, they're all buffed up. So.
They're all buffed up, and they crushed them.
Yeah.
This guy's charged in there. These guys have killed the. See here, the eagle's dead.
Yes.
Eagle has landed. We go to turn 5.
Didn't overrun very far
Who?
when you killed the eagle.
But they didn't overrun at all. They turned and faced.
Oh, you're
these guys.
facing the other way.
I was worried about a short overrun.
Yeah.
So I just turned and faced them.
Mm-hmm.
You can see these two have turned to face the center of the board. The spider down here has broken the Knight's Rima, left 1 left.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, that was an effective attack with the spider.
the Knight's Rima killed
Yeah.
3 of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over here, these guys are charge or be charged, so they charged me.
Mm-hmm.
Spider, the Knight's Rima did not rally.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
They were below a quarter. They had 1 left.
Yeah, we had 1 left.
So
So.
it's a low number. The Swordmasters did not rally.
Oh.
We were not below a quarter. They were rallying on an 8 and didn't rally. Over here, you can see the Jabberwock has finished
Yep.
the bolt thrower. These guys in this combat. He only killed 2 of me.
Mm-hmm.
And I killed some of him. So checking out the range over here, decided not to do it, just moved up, and both spiders moved up and shot him. They shot off, 2, I think.
Right.
not impressive, but it's better than the boar riders going in and chasing him. I was kind of worried about chasing them, and they were getting a big roll and hitting this and going over here, running down here and getting out of my range.
Yeah.
So I was just like, fine, I'll just move up and shoot them. So, go to the second round. The Jabberwock flew down here, took the dangerous terrain check to come out of there, and I think he's taken a wound because of it.
Because of that, okay.
But I wanted to get him within 6 of these guys for his -1 leadership ability. These guys, this was my turn.
You weren't able to charge him in?
Well, not yet. This was the turn I just shot him. These guys broke and ran. I chased him, end up without 2 behind him. Fine, goes to his turn. This turn he rallies on turn 6.
Yeah, that's so good.
And rallies there and gets the spider sandwich.
And a little spider sandwich.
This is on him, by the way. This guy's got 3 wounds on him. He was, and this guy's got, I think, 4 on him. He was questioning my move here because he thought I should have just shot him, but I probably don't kill him if I shoot him.
No, you don't have enough firepower.
And I don't think it's that big of a risk with 8 string. I mean, he puts all 8 attacks on one of them. He's only going to hit me 6 times and wound me 2, 3.
On an average roll, but if he has an uber roll,
He could have an uber roll and kill 1.
Yeah.
But anyway, he does not.
He did not.
And on the other side, the other guys got charged off the board.
Yeah.
So basically, it was a complete tabling. I got 5390 out of it.
Seems so funny looking at the new points.
Yes, this huge number. Because I like, oh my god, I lost 1,800 points. I was like, oh, never mind. That's not that many anymore. So he did get it was an 18-2 game. Because he did kill some of my stuff.
Right.
I got 5 battle points out of it and ended up with 23-2 for the total.
Yeah.
So I got all 5 scenario points out of that.
So started off on a high note.
Start off on a high note. That's usually the way my tournaments go.
Yeah.
That's a typical, it's kind of a normal day for me. Start off high, do good in the middle game. The third game, either do good or go way down.
Yeah.
So, anyway, but I was off to a good start, although there was a number of 20 people that got 25s, 24s, and 25s. So,
and you don't play against Highborn Elves that often, right?
Not that often.
Yeah.
But Highborn Elves, they don't really scare me.
Yeah.
I think my army can deal with Highborn Elves.
Well, it depends what kind of army they show up with, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I played a couple different Highborn Elves.
Yeah.
Not many, but and one's a really good player and do fairly well against him. So, anyway, I'm happy with the way our army performs against Highborn Elves so far. But there we go. It was a really good start off for the tournament.
Yeah.
Happy. But anyway, thanks for listening.
So game 1, let's go to game 2 for the next video.